All right, what's up, everybody? Look, I need to issue a quick crypto warning because something is happening in crypto right now that I believe could be rather concerning, especially in the short term. Now, today we're going to be focusing in on the liquidation map and how this chart specifically is telling me that some crazy stuff is about to occur that's probably going to wreck a bunch of crypto investors. Now, before we get into that, guys, do not forget that if you want to get up to $10,000 in free trading money, as well as trade with 40% lower trading fees, you can check out my link to BTCC down below. Listen, they've been around for over 13 years. They have everything that you need when it comes to trading, and it's all available down below. And if you know trading, you know how good of a deal these two things are. So hit that link down there. Let me know what you think, but let's dive into it. So, of course, what we can see here is that Bitcoin's price has been decently boring over the last couple of days, really just bouncing right around this bounce zone exactly as we expected. I told you all, listen, Bitcoin's price broke down. We're probably going to bounce off this bounce zone, maybe try to make a bit of a run and just see if we can hold up. If we can hold up, we'll see Bitcoin work its way to all-time highs. If we can't, we'll probably come back down towards this $97,000 to $93,000 level. This is playing out exactly as we figured it would. But as this is happening, we are starting to see something wild happen on the liquidation map, which is the whole point of today's video. Now, if you don't know what the liquidation map is, okay, the liquidation map is a visual representation of where traders will be liquidated. Remember, if you're new here, traders who leverage trade are borrowing money against the platform or borrowing money from the platform that they're trading on. And at some given point, when they accept that trade, they acknowledge that if the market goes against their trade to a certain degree, that platform is just going to close down that trade and take all of their money. That's called getting liquidated. Now, it's much more complicated than that, but that's a general understanding. Just know if you lose to a certain extent, they're going to just take all your money from you that you put up as collateral for that trade. That's called getting liquidated. And what liquidation levels allow us to do is to see exactly where these liquidations will occur. Because I have noticed that historically, the market will move in the direction where the most people will lose. Or in other words, the market will typically move in the direction in which there are the most liquidations. Now, some people say this is natural. I think it's manipulation. I think there are lizard people pulling strings to move the crypto market around to force these liquidations to take your crypto from you. But I'll save my tinfoil hat theory for another day. But the reason why all of this plays such an important role and why it's so important today is because, again, we can use this chart to say, okay, where will the most amount of people lose? That's probably where the market is going to go. But something interesting is happening right now on the liquidation map that paints a bit of an even wilder picture. You see, in most moments, and here in the crypto market, you're going to see one side really favored. You're either going to see everybody super excited. They're betting that the market's going to go up on really high leverage. So what you're going to see is that the liquidations to the downside are very high. Why? Because if everyone's betting that it goes up, but it goes down, they get liquidated. So all of these red liquidations, again, would be very high. All the green liquidations would be very low. Or the other way. Maybe the market's super scared, everybody's super worried, they're betting the market's going to go down, which leads all the upside liquidations to be very high. You're going to see the green line super high. Why? Because if the market goes up, they lose, right? It's the opposite. But that's not what we're seeing right now. What we're seeing right now is nearly a balance between short and long liquidations in ratio to each other. Of course, we can see 8.3 billion in cumulative short liquidation leverage here to the top side, or 8.3 billion liquidations to the upside, and then you're seeing nearly 8 billion worth of liquidations to the bottom side. And history shows that when you get a balance like this, all hell usually breaks loose. What this usually implies is that people on both sides are very likely going to start losing. And look, this isn't a guarantee. Nothing is guaranteed here in the world of crypto, but there are patterns. And the pattern here says that in a moment like this, where you're seeing $8 billion worth of liquidations to the top side, $8 billion worth of liquidations to the bottom side, you can just assume that things are going to get wild. Because this market's going to go up and down. It's going to move up, it's going to move down, in an attempt to liquidate as many of these people as close to this price as humanly possible. And that's what I am expecting to happen. I think now that Bitcoin's price is interacting with the key level of support being the bounce zone, this is going to be the perfect disguise for the lizard people to start moving this price around in whatever direction it may be, causing pumps and dumps and fake outs and micro breakouts and all sorts of things to liquidate as many people as humanly possible. And if you're one of the few traders or just one of the traders who is trading on super high leverage right now, you are putting yourself at a significant risk because we will see $8 billion worth of liquidations if Bitcoin goes up 5,000 or down 5,000. And that is wild. And so in a moment like this, the warning here that I have for you is to stay put. If you're trading high on leverage right now, I do not think it's a good idea to do that. If you're thinking about opening up big leverage trades right now, I do not think it's a good idea to do that because I believe that volatility is going to hit the market. I believe that all of this boringness has just been a trap being laid by these lizard people to get impatient, to jump in so that they can then cause this volatility and then start liquidating everybody within touching distance that they can. And so if you're a crypto investor right now, I think the best thing to be doing is just staying put. Nothing big at all. Now, if you're just sticking to your dollar cost average strategy, on the other hand, that's fine. I'm really more speaking to people who want to either do big buys, big sells, or anything on leverage trading. You three, those three groups, probably best to stay put right now and let this play out so the market can determine what direction it's going to go in. Because when this pops up, things get weird. Okay. So I'll keep you updated. And listen, maybe it doesn't happen. Maybe Bitcoin's price just trudges all along. It goes all the way back up to 110 and we just keep this puppy rolling. But that's not the likely scenario. The likely scenario is we're up and down and up and down, or we're just down, then up, then down, then up, then up, up, down. Like a lot of volatility. That's going to liquidate anybody who's close. And I don't want that to be one of you. So if you're high on leverage right now, I would really, really consider de-risking a little bit and allowing this market to play out because a moment like this gets real shaky. And if you do want help refining your strategy, creating your strategy in a moment like this, do not forget, you can check out the link to the Discord down below, which is going to take you to our school. And in our school, you can see exactly what I'm doing, what people like Connor Kinney are doing, Aaron Bennett, our coaches. You get daily live streams, workshops, pro trade signals, and much more. And look, I just got to shout the guy out. Connor Kinney's been killing it. Look at these little leverage. He's not on super high leverage, 3x, 6x, but the guy is $21,000 gain, $11,000, $8,000, $400, $4,000 on tiny leverage. This is what we like to see. So if you want help to start to get yourself to this level, to see what people like this are doing on a daily basis, check out that link down below. It's available for you. And again, don't forget, if you do want to do some small trading, right? We're not doing big trading right now, some small trading, or if you just want to get that ball rolling, you can go check out the link to BTCC down below. But look, I know my last two videos have been kind of short. It's really just because not a lot is happening in the market, but I will keep you guys as updated as possible. And something like this, in my opinion, is worth talking about. So of course, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, you can always smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.